It's 4 o'clock, which means it's time for the only segment that the FCC recommends watching while seated next to a small container of baking soda. In case a grease fire breaks out, throw that right on there. It's Upset Alert. To get you up to speed of where we're at. I went on a little holiday break of getting these accurate. I'm not going to lie to you. But I came back with a vengeance last week. And to open up the opening act of this segment, it's going to be Chris Broussard. Chris, I still
Greg
want you to...
actually is going to be the opening act.
We had a change in the schedule.
Really?
We had a change in the schedule. I'm going to have Greg start. Greg, take it away. It's a hot segment. Once it starts to get hot in here.
Well, I got the Jags. Yes, I got the Jags.
Right there, Greg.
The prince that was promised. Because this is not the same old Jags.
Nope.
Look, I get it. On paper, the Chargers got everything that you want in the team, but you got to remember their quarterback is playing in his first playoff game as well. This coach, we don't know.
His first
he may mess up. He may in the world of Nick pull a Mike McCarthy. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's a Mike McCarthy thing. But look, this is strength. This is strength against weakness. When you look at the Jags, they have to lean in on what they do well. They run the ball well. Travis Etienne, when in 7 games they've played, they've scored 27 points in those 5 out of those 7 games. They've averaged over 150 yards. The Jags can run the ball. If you look at this full screen, what don't the Chargers do?
This is for a couple of years.
They don't stop the run.
Yeah.
They're 28th, giving up 145 yards. Look, yards per rush, they're last. 20-yard runs. This tells me all we have to do is protect our quarterback, let him hand the ball off to Travis Etienne, get him some easy passes, opening up everything in the passing game because you've established the run. You got to do this if you're Jacksonville to give yourself the best opportunity to win. I believe they get it done because they know they got to run the ball.
And you know what that means? You know what it means? If you have to sell out to stop the run? Oh, no.
Come on now.
Oh,
Talk
no.
to him.
Now all of a sudden you're getting single coverage to the Prince.
Talk to him.
Oh, my goodness. He's going to be crowning fools.
What day is
And one other thing, when is this game?
Oh, my God.
Greg, what day of the week is this game on?
Saturday.
When's the last time Trevor Lawrence lost on a Saturday? Not never. Undefeated. Never lost like LeVar Ball. Well, that's a great upset. You know what? I think Greg might be the maven of upset alert now. I feel like it might be
certainly
his.
There. You know what? You're like Brock Purdy, and I'm like Jimmy G. You learn from the best. I thought that was excellent. Brew?
Well, look, I've been saying it all week. I think I've been saying it for 2 weeks now. Tampa Bay over Dallas. I'm making it official.
You're finally making it official.
I'm making it official. I think Tom Brady and the Buccaneers win. Not because, look, Dallas is the better team, right? They're the better team, but I don't think they're going to play that well. I think they'll bring their C- game, not the F game. C-.
Wait.
I do think Brady will play well. And you see, my it's not on the screen. It should be. Cowboys experience Dak pain.
Is that the thing you told us to wait for?
No, that's just that's just a little teaser.
Behind the scenes.
He always
you
something
that?
for the end of the show.
No, I got the end of the show is going to be even better than this one.
Even better than
that. That's pretty good.
You get it right.
I understand you get it.
That's the headline writer in me.
Get it.
Before I was even writing.
So, I agree with Brew. In part because I've believed this ever since the dream I had about 8 weeks ago.
Right.
Oh,
The
God.
pixie dust.
Who's your pick in this game? Cowboys, Bucks?
Cowboys.
Cowboys. So you and Wilds are on Cowboys. Here's my question then for everybody, because I'm the only person that thinks the Bucks are not only going to win this game, but will go to Philadelphia and win as well. If the if the Bucks win this game, and a lot of the things that people like myself were worried the Bucks would start to do once the playoffs, if they play well enough to beat the Cowboys and the offense looks different, do you give them a shot against Philly in the next round?
I honestly do. I would have to say that I do, as much as it pains me. Wilds.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Okay.
You know why.
It's a fictitious take.
What's a fictitious take? That's who
They're not
they'd be
getting
playing
past
in the next
Cowboys.
round. Okay.
The main problem, and Josh and I were looking at the Cowboys-Bucks things, that one team is scoring and the other team is boring. It's time now.
Hold on. Wait, it's not time now for your upset alert yet. Because I promised you a special guest.
What is this going to be?
Well, Kevin Wilde sent a tweet out earlier today that we can show you. And he said, me, get Nick Wright, and a guy in a hat.
Yeah.
So I thought you might want to hear from the guy in the hat. So can we play that, please? Everybody can watch it together.
What?
Go ahead and hit it.
Kevin.
The dumbest thing.
Kevinator. Kevin. Hey, this is Punxsutawney Phil. I'm the Rainmaker, his handler. I got the Daybreaker over here and also Moonshine. Now we have a message for you.
Kevin. I hear you think that you're some sort of prognosticator. And though it is a total coincidence that you're covered in fur and you live in a log, I want you to know that there's only one Punxsutawney Phil. He's right here. So from now on, Wilds, why don't you leave the upset alerts to the real expert? Okay?
That's right.
Wow.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I will
nice,
see you this weekend. And everything they said is 100% correct. There is only one Punxsutawney Phil. But I am the Punxsutawney Phil of football. That's why it is a major difference. And it's a time for the Punxsutawney Phil of football to make his upset prediction. Now, I know I was like, I'm going to keep this game close, or this might be a little bit of a shocker.
Is that you doing an impression of yourself?
Right. That's
Are you doing an impression of you? Vita Vea's back. Be careful. Here's the prediction. Seattle wins round 3 in San Francisco. And here's why. Bear with me. I know it's a little bit of an uphill climb here, but I'm going to show you 2 full screens that will make everyone on this desk, over here in Dusty's cereal section, and at home say, you know what? Wilds has a point. Number 1, San Francisco's got a great defense. Do they, though? Did Clouds on 10th open early and I just was imagining that Raiders game? No. In the last 4 weeks, passing yards, 26, completion percentage, 30th, passer rating, 28th, red zone touchdown percentage. And who are those games against? Seattle, Washington, Vegas, Arizona. Oh, wow. Maybe that insane defense isn't so impenetrable. And finally, we know that Brock Purdy is special. He might be. But would it be shocking if he had a bad playoff game? Rookie year, history, 1-7 rookies and quarterback. The one rookie to win, guess who it was?
I know.
Go.
Russ.
Coached by Pete Carroll. So I can basically take that one out because Pete Carroll's coaching. So for those reasons, Greg, I see Seattle going into San Francisco for the 3rd time they've played each other. The last 2 times when the Saints beat up on Brady twice, then Brady got over on them. When Kyle Shanahan beat up on the Rams twice, then the Rams got over on them. I think the same things happen. No one has this. I feel like there's too much momentum all San Francisco. And then we're going to come Monday morning and be like, yeah, I should have known. Rookie quarterback. Rookie quarterback, yeah.
No, don't say it was nice graphics.
It's good
Because
graphic.
I saw those graphics and I'm like, stop it. No. All but one of those games, every single team was throwing the ball for their life just to get back into the game.
Thank you.
Did it work?
Stop it. No, it did not.
No,
they lost.
Jarrett Stidham?
They lost.
Stidham wasn't trying
But
to
that's
out
what
there
great-
cooking,
That's
though.
all but one game. The Vegas game, they were in.
But it was Jarrett Stidham.
The rest of the games.
Are
the
you?
teams
Hold
were
on a
just
second.
chucking
No,
it up.
no.
Are you
No,
two
I'm sticking with San
arguing that
Francisco.
maybe San Francisco's defense is not great? It'd be one thing. The Brock
did the
Purdy
Raiders
thing
game
was
saying
happen?
it was an
The
interesting graphic.
Raiders game, everyone's like, Jarrett Stidham, I'll bet money on that. This is going to be a wipeout. Next thing you know, the javelin was out there.
But then the Cardinals game happened the next week.
Cardinals, Schmardinals.
The Cardinals are
Okay.
horrendous.
The
All right.
Ravens game is the one.
And look, that wasn't superficial stuff, Wilds. Good job.
you.
You
That-
you
see,
dug
you-
beneath
I
the
did-
surface.
you
I'm not
exaggerated
with you on the pick,
but I don't like you.
You guys know
that was
we're on
interesting.
TV
That made
again
me
Monday.
think.
We're accountable for these things we say.
I'm with the
which
Niners.
Is
I'm
why,
just
No,
saying.
you're not.
Which
No,
is
I'm
why
with the
you're
Niners. I'm just saying.
No, you're not.
That's
You're
not
not
as
with the
crazy.
Niners.
He made it look better.
It's important that we're accountable for what we say, because then when you're right, you get to do things like this. Show us Nick's picks, please.
Oh.
Oh boy. How'd we finish the year, America? Oh, was it another 3-0 week? Impossible. Of course it's not impossible. Vikings roll the Bears. The Rams cover as we promised. And the Dolphins, oh, listen, that could have been a push, but thanks to that safety on the pitchy woo-woo, that's a win. That's 26-19-2 on the year. That's almost 58% against the spread. Take that, my dear friend Colin Cowherd. What once was Blazing 5 is now Nick's Picks. All right, 6 games this weekend. We will pick them all as we do every postseason. We'll do it in order. San Francisco -9.5. Unlike the left side of the table, I have this crazy opinion that the Niners defense actually is dominant, in large part because they are. During their 10-game winning streak, 7 of those wins have come by more than 13 points. This will be an 8th one of those. In 2 games against Seattle, they won 27-7, and they were up 21-3 in the other one. They dominate the Seahawks, win by 17, Niners -9.5. Next, this one kind of goes without saying. Jacksonville +2.5. They're going to win outright, but we'll take the points because they're giving them to us. They're at home. They already beat this team 38-10. Mike Williams isn't playing, and I don't know if you've heard the games on Saturday. So Jacksonville +2.5. Don't know how they could possibly lose. Next, Miami +13.5. Here's the deal. It's just too many points. Do I think Miami can win outright? I don't. Do I think, though, Buffalo is going to be in an odd spot where they actually want to keep things in reserve for the massive game they have next week against Cincinnati? Do I think that Buffalo is going to try to pour it on? I do not. I think Buffalo is going to be comfortable, going to defensively be able to control the game, and offensively do just enough, but 13.5 is too many points. We'll take Miami +13.5. Next, Minnesota -3. Better roster, home field advantage, better quarterback, and they have the best player in the game, and I'm laying not even more than a field goal. This feels like a 6-point Vikings win. Minnesota -3. Baltimore +9.5. Potentially Baltimore on the money line. Decide that before the end of the show. Harbaugh, from a wins perspective, is the best road playoff coach in NFL history. The Cincinnati offensive line is banged up. When their offensive line was in the position it was in at this point, at the beginning of the year, they lost to Mitch Trubisky and Cooper Rush. Could they lose to one Snoop Huntley? Possibly. And I'll be honest, a little too much yipping and yapping, running a little too hot in Cincinnati for a team that, last I checked, has the most embarrassing history in modern NFL history. And lastly, Tampa Bay +2.5. They're also going to win outright. I picked this while I was in REM sleep months ago. Tom Brady's path to the Super Bowl is going to be through Mike McCarthy, Jalen Hurts, and then rookie Brock Purdy. There's your 6 picks. Fill out your card as such. 6-0, maybe a little ambitious. 5-1 guaranteed. Let's do it.
Love it. We're talking Jaguars after the break. First things first.
All right.
Trumpets? Are we bringing the trumpets? Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.